more text. I gain subscribers only to lose them within a day. Isn't that awesome? I think it's awesome. Every time I lose a subscriber, I say, bye narcissist, bye sheep, bye bitch, bye pussy. They're not here, but if they were, I'd give them a mint on their way out. I'd give them a mint, or I'd give them a weed cookie. That's what I'd do. I'd give them a weed cookie. This makes me mad. My whole plan was foiled. So I started taking another route to get to work because they were doing construction on this other part of the interstate that I usually take. And now they just started doing construction on this part of the interstate. I'm so upset. Yeah, man. It's like, it used to bum me out whenever I see my subscriber count go up and then it go right back down. But I mean, that's kind of the thing that I was afraid of in relation to doing stand-up, because like, I know the way that I am. I know that I'm very nuanced, and I know that I have a really strong personality that cannot be manipulated. I mean, we literally cannot be hypnotized. And the reason why we can't be hypnotized is because we have a split mind, okay? And when you have a split mind, you can dump information into that mind, but that mind is gonna go, I'm gonna analyze this, rather than just accepting it. A lot of people, when you dump information into their mind, well, they either don't retrieve it at all, or they just blindly accept it, you know? We don't do that, we never have. I stopped saying the Pledge of Allegiance when I was a child, because I don't pledge my allegiance to a flag. I'm sorry if that bothers you, patriot. Bye, patriot! Bye! I call them gaytriots because they're gay for this country. They love being fucked in the ass by this country. But, yeah. Am I a bitch? A little bit of a bitch. Once again, I'm not trying to take away from anybody's service. I'm not trying to take away from anybody's good intentions of serving the man. Serving Uncle Sam, serving the Satanists, the occultists, the Masons, the Jews, the Jesuits, the aliens, the Greys, whatever the fuck, okay? I'm not trying to take away the fact that you thought that you were doing the right thing, okay? Just like people that have kids. You're doing the right thing by procreating, because that is technically what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be fruitful and multiply, you know? And if you're a decent person, it's like, yeah, why wouldn't you have kids? But it seems to me that like all these crazy conspiracy theorists don't want kids for a reason, you know, because we know how shitty the world is. So, and we also don't have like the kind of money to support them. And a lot of people will say, well, you know, the world's always been bad. And yeah, that's true. The world's always been bad. But the world's never been this bad, okay? In relation to technology, in relation to the education system. You know, I remember growing up in the 90s thinking that the education system was complete crap. And I wasn't being told to hate myself for being white. You know, I already hated myself. So they didn't need to tell me, oh, well, you should hate yourself because of your pasty white skin, too. You know, you're responsible for colonialism. You're responsible for slavery. You're responsible for every bad thing that's ever fucking happened. All because of your pasty white skin, you piece of shit. You should kill yourself. Here's some pills, okay? That's not what was said. But that's what's said now. So yeah, I can understand why, like, people would make this case of, like, you know, the world is so bad, why would I want to bring kids into it? It's so much worse because of the narcissism and the mental illness that has like completely nuked society, thanks to the technology that the majority of society has signed up for. Literally, you signed up for it. You signed up for it when you got the phone. You signed up for it when you use social media like there's no fucking tomorrow. It's like the wiser people will use these things whenever they have to use these things. They'll use them as a tool. They won't use them to just distract themselves. And here's the thing. People that use it in that way, it's not working, is it? It's not working, because any addiction just takes you right back to where you were. That's why a lot of people end up killing themselves. Or they end up overdosing or some shit. Because it's like, yeah, there's really no escape, dude. There's no escape. But I understand wanting to escape. There's not a problem if you want to escape, okay? I get it. You're not a bad person. Just know that. The reason why you jerk off to porn, the reason why you eat so much, the reason why you use drugs and alcohol. Oh, somebody texted me, did you hear? That was the sound of a text message. Yeah, you're not wrong to want to escape this motherfucker, okay? The world is a horrible place that's run by the devil. So, and you got a lot of people working for him, and they don't even know that they're working for him. And in a way, I think that's way worse than people like Aleister Crowley, that knew that they were working for the devil, that admitted that they were working for the devil, but then recanted that statement because they still wanted to be successful in the world, you know? And there are certain things that you can't be completely open and honest about if you want to be successful in this world, you know? Like, for example, these politicians, you know, they can't come right out and say that they eat kids. You know, they can't do that because most people are opposed to that shit. But, like, people aren't going to vote for them if they come right out and say that shit. But that's what they're doing. And so, that guy's smoking a cigarette. You know how we feel about that? That's a real man right there. Real men smoke cigarettes. I know, I caved in. I told you I wore my seatbelt. Let's see. You texted me here. Missed call. The same missed call that I've been receiving. Probably a bill collector. But yeah, if we all came right out and said the things that we really think and the things that we really feel, it's like, I'm way more offensive saying that I'm not a fan of this country. I'm way more offensive talking shit about patriots than the very same patriots that vote for child rapists. Okay? How fucked up is that? But once again, they love being spoon-fed. They love being told what to think. And yeah, my channel proves that shit. And it's not because I think I'm so fucking deep. I'm willing to listen to people that are way deeper than I am. I'm willing to listen to people that are a lot smarter than I am. And I suck at reading because I can't focus for very long. But the thing is, I try. And it is a lot easier for me to get through a conspiratorial book than like anything else. So if it's a religious book, a conspiratorial book, or a psychology book, like, breeze through it. But anything else is really hard. It's weird though. When I was a kid and I read the news, it was so hard for me to like pay attention to it because I thought it was really boring. And I also thought it was bullshit, and I was right. But it's easier for me to understand it now because I see the code. And I don't just see it in like the gematria sense. I see it like just the way that they talk. I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but like even like meteorologists and like these regular ass like news people, like, you know, Channel 4 or Channel 6 news, like local news people, it's just, they're making it so obvious that they're just reading off of a script, and these are like the worst actors I've ever seen in my life, dude. Holy shit, I'm like 30 minutes. Oh, my manager actually is here. But it's not very busy, doesn't seem. But, guess I'm gonna have to leave the house earlier. I didn't leave the house early today, I'll totally admit that shit. I actually left the house like 5 minutes late. But I guess I'm gonna have to leave the house like 20 minutes early or something. I mean, you're gonna have heavy traffic wherever you go, just accept that. You know? Just accept that. Well, I mean, what's the point in fixing the roads if, like, the weather's gonna keep being bad? Since it's election year and all. So if the weather's bad, then that means that the roads are gonna stay shitty. So there's no point in, like, doing all this additional construction. You bitch about the roads all the time. I know I do. I know I do. Shut up. Y'all wish you could have this kind of friendship. Y'all wish that you were this tight with yourself. Oh really? It didn't used to be this way, I'll tell you that. We used to be frenemies. I guess we probably seem like we are now, but this ain't shit.